everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. The Seahawks have every intention of walking out of today's game with win number 4 on the season. It's the Eagles going up against the Seahawks.
Larry, no trip to the Northwest is really complete without a little rain, and we're going to get plenty of it here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Gun. Here's Wilson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk 1st down. I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
First down, this is Rawls. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
second down. Rawls. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. The play clock's running down. Now it's Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So they're operating in the red zone. Wilson to give to Rawls. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. That touchdown certainly a welcome sight. Remember, they were shut out last week. They talked to us about getting early momentum. Well, here you go in the opening quarter.
Got to rebuild confidence because when you get shut out, I don't care how strong you are mentally, you've got to take a step back and say, okay, what just happened here? Because nothing that we were doing worked well enough to get into the end zone, and that's a nice confidence-building drive when it puts it in the end zone to give them an opportunity.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Third down now following the completed pass. Now Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Wentz now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now a play fake. Wentz. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to let it go deep right. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. That one goes for 36 yards.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
As they run the counter play. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. So the D-line's going to spread out. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. But I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a decent gain on the ground. Call it 6, but it still leaves him with a ways to go on 4th and goal. So now on is Caleb Sturgis for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They stay on the ground. Rawls again. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
3rd and 2. Now Wilson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gehring. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They run the counter now on first down. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. On 3rd down, it's Gibson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Room here to run. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. The 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Looks to be right around the 40. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Play clock winding down. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Third down and 3. Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They run the counter now on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now Wentz throwing on second down. He's going to air one out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing. And
they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They fake the give. Now Wentz. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. And out now come the Seahawks. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They go again with Rawls. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down after a good gain. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this will be taken at the 13. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now they try the right side here. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front, as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On second down, here's Wentz. Over the middle, complete. That's Garrett. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Wentz to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard.
Wentz going to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll run it now out of the gun. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On third down, It's Gibson, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Wentz, and this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down, Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive linemen and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackle, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. To throw, it's Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Garrett. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big gain of 31 on third down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. The Eagles on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Now a handoff looking right. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's a big one there. It's his 3rd field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch him.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Wilson going to give to Rawls. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Gotta go. 3 down. 14, run it. Check 24, easy. Check 50. Check 26.
Operating from the gun. Wilson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Fielded at about the 28. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Malik McDowell with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Now they try the right side here. Dances by him. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. On play action, it's Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now it's Lockett, shedding through the defense. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Here's Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. He hits Baldwin right side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 1st down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4.
To throw is Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
The busy afternoon continues for Rawls. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. On 1st down, Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it second down. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The Seahawks on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From a distance, he'd certainly like to forget. This one from 27 yards out. And that is no good. He pulled it just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now they'll run it on the toss. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. On 3rd down, it's Gibson, able to slither by. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open air